Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 21 of my 0 to 100 mil flipping series. Today we are starting at about 25 mil, just over a third of the way there, and we're going to hit up some new items and let's see how much progress we can make today. So we're going to start again with another samurai flip, just because they have been working quite well. So we kind of are just going to guess the price here, so about 299k, and we're going to do about 10 of these to begin with. But we'll do a couple new items this episode for sure. Next up, we are going to do another samurai set, not a big surprise to anyone, and we're going to do it, we'll check the margin for 600k, and we'll buy it for 335, and let's see how much we can sell it for. 326, don't think I'm going to do that. Let's move on to the samurai gloves, put an offer in and check what the margin is there. We could not buy it, so it's a little bit more expensive. A little bit hard to know with these items because I mean they're obviously their medium price that's automatically generated is not right. So you kind of have to just plop it in there and wait for it to buy. I guess it's somewhere between 500 and 600k maybe. So we just put an offer in for 350k. Didn't end up buying it, but we'll just see if we end up buying any of these. Didn't end up checking it though. Okay, so we're gonna check the margin for the sardomin sword. Bought it for 1330k and we're selling it for 1279. It's actually not too bad. We could definitely just quickly flip 8 of these within an hour or so. And it has a 50k margin each, so looking at about 400k or so. Okay, so we're going to put an offer in for 1280k and 10 of them. And yeah, we'll go get at least one more item before we come back. Okay, so the samurai boots actually have a pretty decent margin on them, so we'll go do that instead. We're going to try Fewer Ornament Kit, but didn't end up working out. Okay, so we are back. We're just here to readjust the prices, and we do have a couple completed offers as well. So the sardomin swords we ended up getting a 25k margin on, and 8 of those give us about 200k, which is not too bad. The samurai greaves we actually got 208k margin on each one. 5 of those gives us 1040k, so just over 1 mil. Mind you, we did have to, actually no, we didn't check the margin for that one, we just guessed it. So that's pretty awesome. Got over 1 mil just from that one flip. And I think we're going to pull out the greaves because they have stopped selling. We'll calculate that margin later because we just do not feel like doing that now. So we're going to go ahead and put the samurai greaves in for a different price. Lower it just a little bit, and I'll come back with when the rest of the items have sold. Okay, we are back. These things are taking so fucking long to sell. So we are just going to, and we have like 35 mil in our inventory. I don't know what we're doing. So we're going to go pick a couple items quickly here. And hopefully by the time the next set of items sell, these will finally have sold. Okay, so we're actually going to check the margin on the new free-to-play boss item, the Hill Giant Club. No idea how much this item costs. But we bought it for 2.3 mil pretty much. And we'll see what we can sell it for. Put it in for 1 mil. And we sold it for 2110. It's about a 170k margin, which is very good considering this item is actually traded quite a lot. Now, it's not a very stable item, and I did do this when the Fire Tome came out, and I lost a bunch of money. But we'll do it for the video. So we'll put an offer in for 7 or 8. And we'll find one more item as well. Okay, so we bought the Black Demon Mask for 799k and we sold it for 650. It's another Master Clue reward, I believe. Not many traded of these, but we'll put an offer in for a couple of these and just see how it goes. We'll do 10 and yeah, we'll get one more item at least. And we are also going to try this other mask as well. We just bought it for 500k. It's called the Old Demon Mask. And we sold it for 300k. So that's pretty good, assuming we can buy a couple of these at least. So put an offer in for 301k and 10, and then we'll come back when we actually sell some of the stuff. Okay, we are back, and we have finally sold the samurai equipment for a decent profit, so we'll go through it quickly here. So the samurai boots, we ended up getting a 27k margin on, and we did get 19 of the boots, giving us 513k. The samurai greaves, we actually got a 88k margin on, and we got 10 of those, giving us actually about 900k in profit, which is quite good. The Hill Giant clubs we only managed to get 3 of, but we did get about 175k profit in each one, giving us 530k on that item. And the Old Demon Mask we only got 1 of and sold it back, so we just kind of broke even. And in conclusion, we also have the black mask selling off, so we'll calculate that in a little bit. And yeah, we'll get a new item going. So the Hill Giant Club still has about a 130k margin on it, which is pretty good. The only reason I ended up getting 3 last time is that it got undercut pretty quickly. So we'll go ahead and do 10 quantity. Sorry, 6 quantity, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll just do 6 for now. So we're just checking the chaos top here. Bought it for almost elite actually, 1338k. And we sold it for 1220. That's pretty decent. I think we'll do a bit of the Elder Chaos hood, sorry. And we'll put an offer in for about 1221k. And I think we're just gonna use the rest of our money here. So we'll do 14 roughly, maybe 13. We can't quite afford 14. And yeah, we'll come back when the stuff has sold. Okay, so we had to actually buy a bond, and we bought it for 3.2 mil. So we'll take that into factor when we calculate our total amount this episode. But we did pretty decent on the flips. Once again, the Hill Giant Clubs, we got 131k on each club, and 6 of them gives us about 786k in profit. The Elder Chaos Hood we didn't make much on, maybe 40k, but the Black Demon Mask we did finally sell off for 150k profit. And we got 5 masks, giving us about 740k. So quite good. We're very consistently getting close to a mil in profit per flip, so it's getting much quicker. And yeah, let's go see what else we can do. So one item we've kind of been thinking of doing for a while is a piece of this ANKOU set. Now it's much more expensive than any of the items I've ever done. I think the cheapest one, and probably the one we're going to do, is the ANKOU socks. That still runs around 6 to 7 mil. So I'm a little undecided if I'm going to actually check the margin or just guess, because it is very expensive. It could be 500, 600, even maybe a mil to check it. But at the same time, this is so little of these traded. If I don't have the right price, I could be waiting days. Okay, fuck it. We're gonna check the margin. So we bought it for 7.745k, and what are we gonna be able to sell it for? Oh my god, we can't even sell it for 7 mil, so it has pretty much a 1 mil margin, something close to that anyway. Put it in for 6 mil. Okay, we sold it for 6.8 mil, sorry. So that is a 1 mil profit per item bought, so we just lost a mil checking it, but we'll go ahead and buy as many as we can afford right now, which is going to be 5, and hopefully buy some, and we'll come back when they've sold. Well, would you look at that? They have all sold, and we sold them all for 770k. That is giving us a 906k margin on each piece we bought, and we bought 5. Now I'm not going to count 5 because it did cost us 1 mil to check it, but even at 4 in the profit, it gives us about 3.6 mil from that flip, which is awesome. And that's going to leave us at about 39 mil for now, actually closer to 40 mil. So I think that's where we're going to end the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. We started about 35 mil. We bought a bond for 3 mil. And yet we are finishing the episode at about a 5 mil profit. So that means we made between 8 and 9 mil this episode. 4 of that pretty much being in just a single item, a single flip. So we are definitely going to try these again next week. Let's see how much progress we can make. And yeah, I will see you guys in episode 22.